My grandpa was kind of the most religious person in my life. Around his passing, we played this song a lot, at his funeral. I listen to it still consistently, and it's an older worship song called It Is Well With My Soul. And then also there's been a very visual representation of the verse John 13:34, which was the verse that my family chose to put on his obituary. God has always, when I've been struggling and I've needed something to motivate me, that verse or that song title, it's also just always a reminder that God is with me at all times, and that's kind of what it symbolizes, especially if it's on my arm, I can see it at all times. So it's a reminder that he's with me no matter what. The song has just the literal meaning of the song It Is Well With My Soul, kind of, shows that my grandpa's in heaven and he's watching over me and he's with God now. So growing up, I didn't really ever attend church. I'd go to Christmas services, Easter services, every once in a while, until I had a friend the summer of 2021. Her mom told her that she should start going to youth group. So they tried here, and she went one Wednesday and was like, I loved it. I met so many nice people. And then I was like, well, wait, I want to go. I want to try. So she brought me with her the next week, and it was so fun, and I met so many cool people. The summer of 2021, I went to Elevate, and that's kind of where I first committed to going to church and committed to growing my faith and exploring what Jesus has to offer. I remember it was the Easter in 2022. I was just watching all of the baptisms that were happening, and I don't know what it was, but I just had chills, and I eventually started crying, and I cried at every single baptism, and I just knew Jesus was pulling on my heartstrings, and he was telling me, you're ready, you know who I am, you know that I'm here for you, you know that I love you. And it was a few months later when I got baptized, and I publicly proclaimed my faith. Coming to church on Sundays on my own has definitely been a struggle, because sometimes it's hard walking in on my own, and it's stressful, trying to find a seat and everything. And I honestly think it's kind of motivating to know that no one's gonna push me to keep, reading my Bible or keep coming to church on Wednesdays and Sundays, that it's me and the Lord. And I also think that's kind of pulled something special out of my faith that not a lot of other people get to experience, is that independence in my faith. And that knowing that it was my decision completely and utterly. It was my decision to get baptized. It was my decision to come to church. So it really kind of shows that it's a really intimate relationship between me and the Lord. My parents have always told me and my brother that we are welcome to believe in whatever we want to believe, and I know that they're so proud of me for believing in something so strongly. My goal is definitely to get my parents to come to church with me. I just want them to see how much joy comes with a relationship with the Lord, and how much grace and kindness and love that comes from a relationship with him that is just unmatched by any other thing. I definitely think the best way to live out an unshakable faith and to show people that you have this life-changing faith and to motivate others to explore that and maybe come to church would be just to love people like Jesus would. Continuing on my faith is definitely almost a way of continuing on my grandpa's legacy. I definitely want to keep doing that. And I want to, eventually, someday raise my kids to keep living on that legacy. And, eventually maybe the rest of my family keep living on the legacy that my grandpa lived on. So